The Forsaken Hero. Volume 2. Chapter 22. Confession.
You trash.
Shut up.
They grappled each other from the front. The one pushed down
What the?
was Samajima.
Where did you get so much strength?
Unfortunately for you, my coach is a woman with superhuman strength. I'm not about to lose to you.
Katsurogi was pressing down on Samajima and forced him to his knees. However, Samajima was determined and started to twist his arm.
Damn it.
Since there was a possibility of him breaking free of the unskilled attack, Katsurogi was forced to reluctantly abandon his grip. The two temporarily gained some distance between each other. However, it looks like that wasn't it. Because of what happened next.
I won't stop.
Samajima immediately regained his footing and closed the distance in one go. Samajima knew karate, but it was a modernized version. Samajima took a hanmi stance with his left side and let out a left jab. The left jab was repeated with his right for a 1-2. Gafu. Samajima's left fist hit. Unexpectedly, Katsurogi seriously began to stumble backwards.
Katsurogi!
Nanami screamed. She crouched down with her hands covering her face. Cheers of victory could be heard from around the judo hall. Samajima also pulled his right arm back for the next punch. He wore a distorted smile. Naive. Katsurogi's face was hit with the left jab. I understood. Katsurogi's eyes were alive. His eyes were firmly open, waiting for Samajima's next attack. He was gathering strength. His aim was to counter. Samajima released the right straight. Katsurogi took a step forward without avoiding it. He simultaneously let out a right fist. Katsurogi gained speed before Samajima's thrust landed on his cheek. Now it's his turn. Samajima couldn't dodge it. The fist vigorously hit Samajima's face. Samajima was blown backwards and flew. The momentum kept him rolling without stopping. This was the result of that guy's pride. Katsurogi ran up to him like a hunter moving to his prey. He grabbed his foot, taking away his ability to move and flung him. Samajima was unable to move after taking the blow. Katsurogi mounted him and began barraging him with his fists. His hands didn't stop.
Damn it.
Samajima was prepared for the barrage. He struck Katsurogi's abdomen and his attack stopped. Samajima used that instant, escaping from Katsurogi. Though it was now his chance to follow up on Katsurogi, looking at Samajima he was also fatigued. He took the offense and had the tables turned on him. Therefore, he did this because of his personality.
You guys. Kill this trash.
Thought so. He ignored the rules. He was planning on making use of his classmates the entire time. A shame, Samajima. That was a bad move. A boy sprung up and jumped at Katsurogi. However, I kicked him flying while he was on the way. That boy hit his head on the wall, fainted and fell down. I became the deadline before the two people. If anyone passes me, the same thing will happen to them, though if that's fine with you, feel free to try. After being shown such a terrible spectacle, no one was foolish enough to step forward. No, two people did.
Tamaki. You.
It was Kijima and Yamahara.
Oi, what are you doing?
I'm doing what I said. Right now it is a fight between Katsurogi and Samajima. Why would you guys butt in? It's unnecessary.
You think you can stop us?
Kijima proudly displayed his physical strength. He completely lowered his guard. I smiled at the absurdity. I can.
How so?
Like this. I rose my arm and snapped my fingers. This was the cue. The person in question was sure to understand, since I gave him the order properly. Kijima thought that I was preparing something, and looked at me. Now's the chance. Yumahara's fist struck Kijima's face. Kijima probably didn't expect that. There was no way that his friend would betray him.
What are you doing, you guys? Do what I said.
The unexpected situation agitated him. The agitation created an opening. And so, I continued talking so that Katsurogi wouldn't miss the opening. Squeezing out the last of his strength, he dashed.
Do you have the time to be looking away?
You.
Katsurogi broke free of Samajima's arm and stepped towards his chest. First, he sank his elbow into Samajima's abdomen. Samajima's body bent back and forth. Katsurogi had practiced that technique intently, to the point where it was a conditioned reflex for his body. He grabbed his legs. Samajima's body turned around.
Taste it? My pain, my suffering. All of it?
I heard a comforting sound. It was decided. Samajima couldn't move because of the hit to his head. The excitement hadn't settled into Katsurogi. Samajima was tenaciously grasping onto Katsurogi's arm even while collapsing. He shook it off easily. He tore off the chains that had always bound him.
Sear this into your memory. The view from the very bottom.
Hearing those words, the man who had collapsed fainted. Everyone acknowledged the victory. Katsurogi.
Wait, Tamaki.
I jumped at Katsurogi, who was standing like normal. Even though he said that, he caught me. You did it, Katsurogi. You beat Samajima. Saying that fact again caused half of the class to be astonished, though from the other half rose sounds of fear.
You're kidding.
That trash one.
Oh, isn't this bad?
Those that had nothing to do with us left the judo hall. One after another the classmates left. Finally it was just Katsurogi and I, and the collapsed Samajima. Nanami was gone. Did she take me into consideration? Silence returned once more. The victor was motionlessly staring at his red hands. He began to tremble a little.
Tamaki.
Home. What is it?
I won, right?
Yeah, you won.
I defeated Samajima.
That's right. You defeated Samajima with your own hands. Sua. Katsurogi inhaled deeply. He let out joy that welled up from the pit of his stomach. It showed in his expression.
Is that so?
I smiled, looking at Katsurogi's profile, whose smiling face looked to be about to burst. I wonder why Katsurogi called me to a place like this. After defeating Samajima, Katsurogi fastened Samajima to a pole to take a photo of his unsightly figure. The photo of Samajima's scribbled face was magnificent, and I immediately sent it to my friends with my phone. Even now the phone wouldn't stop vibrating. Anyways, since a while ago, Katsurogi looked so cool. I can still picture that perfect shoulder throw. Seeing Katsurogi confronting him without giving up no matter how many times he fell, I thought that his tenacity remained the same. As I wondered if it was because he didn't cool down from the excitement until later, I didn't notice the person who approached me from behind.
Tamaki.
Hi-oh. Something cold touched my cheek and I let out a strange voice. Katsurogi was laughing with abandon after hearing it. You got such a cold juice when it is cold, on purpose.
No, this one's. mine, here is yours.
The Don'ty laugh. I took the hot coffee from Katsurogi. Pushing the tab open, the heat of the slightly bitter coffee streamed through my cold body. After drinking half, Katsurogi began to talk.
Hey, Tamaki. Today's event. I didn't dream it right.
Obviously. What foolish thing are you saying?
Then, from tomorrow onwards, I'm not trash anymore, right?
From tomorrow on, and up until now, Katsurogi has never been trash. We've merely been fools.
Is that so? Someone like that, you. Therefore, to me as well, you.
The second half was inaudible. I responded with a short to have him repeat it, and he motionlessly stared at me. When our eyes met, he looked downward and covered his face with his hands.
Ah, that's definitely right. It's no good for me. It's already impossible.
What is?
Even if you hear it, you won't regret it, right?
Hurry up and say it. You're a man, right?
That's right.
Katsurogi sat up straight and quickly took a deep breath. Recently, due to the training, his body was strong, then stood up and bowed at the waist, and told me words of love.
I love you, Tamaki. You more than anyone else. Your smile, your tears, I want to monopolize them all. I want to be near you and defend you. I love you.
Hearing those words, I didn't understand at first. However, it permeated through my chest. A warm feeling spread through me. How long have I waited to hear those sweet words? How much did I wish to hear those words? My heart trembled with delight. Hot tears flowed from my eyes. No matter how many times I wiped them away, I was unable to stop. I knew it. I love Katsurogi. Love him more than anyone else. Above all, these feelings were proof. I couldn't contain them. They burst from my chest. I'd never conveyed these feelings. In that case, I'll tell him. My beloved person was becoming flustered in front of me. I was embracing Katsurogi with all of my strength. Katsurogi was unable to support himself from the sudden impact, and without change we fell. His lips were defenseless.
Tahama.
I put my lips on his. My second kiss with him. I was aware of my feelings this time. Kissing like this made me so happy. Eventually, I slowly separated from him. Then, I also confessed to him. I love you, Katsurogi. I have always loved you. Tears began flowing again. Katsurogi embraced me and brought my head to his chest.
Snow.
Calmly, Katsurogi muttered so. I felt a pleasant cool feeling on my cheek. Snow fell for the first time for this year. As though it were blessing us.